Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, welcome in. Today I thought we would go through what is in my Swatch books. I thought that might be kind of fun to do. So I've got 3 different books here, and we'll go through each one and let you know what's in it. Move these over to the side. This one is just a little notebook that I got from the Dollar Tree. Hardback. I love the hardback things. What I would call swatch book, kind of. I just use this. I always have this over to the side so I can like scribble on it. That's pretty much what this one is. There's plenty of this left. Nothing really exciting in this, but I thought I would share that I always do have some kind of little notebook or something by me to, you know, check out the color combos or whatever. But we'll put that one to the side. We'll use this one. This is Master's Touch. This came from Hobby Lobby, and it's mixed media paper. And it's 110 pounds, if that means anything to you. I don't know what that means, but she's kind of thick. But we've got Mr. Pen fine liners. I gave up on trying to swatch fine liners right here. I didn't do that anymore. That's a real pain. I got some Wink Estella here, some Spectrum Noir. I love this stuff. So pretty. And then this is, I've got stencils. And sometimes it's kind of hard to see what they're going to look like just by looking at the stencil. So I just did all my stencils. This is actually 3 different ones right here. I just did all my stencils on here with some ink just so I could flip through and see what they look like and decide what I want to use that way. But there's some bubbles. I got Wise after this one. After I put 3 of them on there, I decided I only wanted 1 per page because I could see it better. So we got bubbles and weird shapes. I think I got 2 sets of stencils. One of them, they're pretty small. And then the other set, I didn't realize that they were as big as they were, but they will still work. These trees are cool. And I think I had just gotten some new ink too. That's why everything's different colors. I was just trying it out. This looks pretty cool. I think I've used these a few times. Hope I'm not going too fast here. This is me trying to do the stencil darker and moving it so it looks a little blurry, but still kind of a cool effect. I've used this a lot for like rocks or like to make something look like a sidewalk. It's a good one. And we've got clouds and stars. I just used this one in a double page spread last month. We've got more clouds and the moon, sun, stars. This is part of the big set here. I think this is on this one, like it's one big sheet. That's a big old moon. Another moon. I don't know how clear it's coming across. The moon with lots of stars around it. More clouds and a rainbow. More clouds, rainbows. This is one of the big ones. So is this one. Got some space themed things. More space. And then I really like this one, and I haven't had a chance to use it yet, but all the phases of the moon. And I think this is one full stencil. I can't remember. But I like that. And then we turn to what we got here. This is just blank note cards. Wow, I glitched there. Blank note cards. And then these are skin combinations for Prisma. There's light ones, dark ones for Black Widow, and Arteza. I did these years and years ago when these are the only pencils that I had. And these are not my combinations. These are combinations of coloring with Claire, color with Claire. I will link her channel down below. She's got a lot of videos that have combinations. So years ago, I sat down and watched her videos and took notes. And then these are my combinations here. You're gonna see a lot of skin tones. I write down which pencils I used so I can go back and look at this. And of course, you know, my personal touch with spilling coffee on something. We've got leather. Putting these together, it makes it look like leather. And I did a cowboy hat with that. There's video on my channel. Purple hair, aged skin. This is not my own combination. This is from 100 Textures, I think is the name of the book that I have. It's a book for colored pencils, and that is the combination for that. This is a really cool combination for glittery eyeshadow. And I was just comboing everything, putting everything down, because I had just gotten this book and wanted to use it for something. So I had got glossy accent, and this is me using it for the first time. And I ended up coloring an eyeball with these colors and put the glossy accent on top of it. So that's the thought process there. More coffee. And this is a cream colored paper. But I like these little books because it just makes it easy to, especially because they're spiral bound, you can just, you know, have them sitting there with you. More coffee. And then I did a video, 50 Shades of Green. And here's some green skin for you. Green eyes, green teeth, green lips. I wanted to write all that down. I don't know that I'll ever use that again, but I wrote it down. More skin combos. My rainbow combo with my Arteza pencils. Red skin with Star Joy pencils. More skin. Here's the gel highlighters. These are like gel crayons or gelatos, or I don't have gelato, so I can't say that they're like that, but they're similar. I use these for backgrounds, but this is when I first got them. And I think I was trying to, I may have done this on camera. And when I was putting them down, because I use a little palette, put them on the palette, and then I use one of those like makeup brush, you know what I'm talking about, the flat ones that everybody uses for blending. And I was wiping it off on a baby wipe, and it was causing it to be wet, and this is what happened. But there's some Mr. Pen gel crayons. I love Mr. Pen, y'all. If you haven't used any Mr. Pen stuff, you should try them out. They have pretty good products, and they are not expensive. I've used them for several years. Just different kinds of things. There's more Mr. Pen gel crayons. And I mean, like, I think this is a set, and then this is a set. I can't remember, but they're like $3.99 for a set of these. And then I got mica powder and was really obsessed with it for a while, and wanted to figure out how to color with it. I have not figured that out yet. This is me just messing, trying to figure it out. More coffee. And this came from some pencils or something, and I don't know why I keep it back there. I just do. It's used for nothing, and I could throw it away. But I also know that the book that has this sticking out of it is my combo book. There's more skin combinations. You want to make somebody look like an avatar? There you go. There's red hair. I'm doing, well, I can't say I am currently doing, but was doing a color along in a Kirby Rosanus book, and these are the combinations, and I'm glad that I wrote all this down so I can pick back up, because it's been over a year since I've colored any of that. That's Wink Estella. More skin. Looks like there's mica powder all over this, but it's fine. And then just scribbles. I got some glitter and was trying to figure out the best way to put it down on paper. There's some glitter. I love this right here. Markers. Pineapple leaves. This is a really good combination right here. I think it's Rooms of Wonder by Johanna Basford. Yeah. And the pineapple room, this is the combination I used for the pineapple leaves with the Master Art pencils. And it turned out really good. And that's the end of this one. So I've got this much left of this one. So that means I need a new one, right? But that is my swatch book. Or color combination book, I should say. And then I've got another one. It's the same thing, 110 pound, Master's Touch, came from Hobby Lobby. But this one has white paper. And I guess I don't favor either one. I wish they were both the same, but I didn't pay attention. But here's my Sue Color Soft Series 72 set. This is the swatch. The Tung Fu Pencils 72 set. These are some pretty good pencils. Good silver. The H&B pencils, 120 pencil set. That's the H&B Continued. This one has some pretty good browns. I always look for that. The brown and the red that is offered in a set. But this has got good browns and reds here. These are pretty decent pencils. I've been using these for a couple of pages this month. The Master's Touch, which is again the Hobby Lobby brand. This is their 48 set. This one lacks a lot of stuff. It's got a good, if you want to color something yellow, this would be a good, or brown, this would be a good set to use. But there's just not enough. 48 is just not enough for you to get those in-between colors in here to blend easier. There is a Mart Color Skin Tone Colored Pencils 24 set. That's one of my faves, these two right here. This is a pretty decent color range for skin. These are the Colorista Perfect Portraits 12 set. It lacks a lot, but it's a nice little cheap small set. But I do like to color people, so I have a lot of skin sets. These are my SUNY acrylic markers. There's a brush side and a dot side. And there actually is white way down here. You'll probably never see it. But I did try to swatch the white on there. And then the Crayola Colors of the World. It's a 24 set. They almost got this 100. The range of colors that you get in this is great. You could create just about any skin tone that you wanted to. It's lacking purple. You got to have some purples in there. But it's almost perfect. But the only thing is, these pencils are so dang hard that you have to really put some wrist in there. And I don't like to use my wrist. I don't like to move my wrist when I'm coloring. Fingers, not your wrist. And they're just too hard for me. But I'm gonna have to give them a try on some better paper, because what I tried to, this was kind of difficult, honestly. It's just the pigment. They lack pigment, but it's Crayola. So, but the color range is really good for skin. This is one of the Mac Daddies, the Black Widow 180. That is how many is in each set that they have. How many do they have? They've got the Black Widow, there's the Cobra, the Dragon set, there's a light skin set, a dark skin set. I know I'm missing some. There's a Monarch, that's what the MN is for. The DG's Dragon. But this, if you want color range, this is the set to get. You can, because you have to buy each set separate. But it has everything. You've got your really light colors up here, which you probably can't see too well in the camera, but a lot of yellow, a lot of fleshy tones, oranges, reds, pinks. Look at all the pinks. We're still going. Purples. It's just a really, really good set if you have them all. If you have them all, they complement each other very, very well. And I'm gonna make some videos of my supplies, so I will be actually showing you all these pencils in another video. But that's the Black Widow. Then we've got the Heshing Ping 72 set. This is the Lost Girl pencils. You may know them better as that. I was not impressed with these. There's no color name on them, which is fine, but they do have numbers on them, so that's fine. But I've only used these maybe once or twice, and I just didn't think they were all that great. But I will be revisiting them. I plan to revisit all the budget pencils that I have. This is the Color 72 set. A lot of you probably either have these or have heard of these. These were like all the rage like a year or so ago. Everybody was buying Color pencils. Clearly me included. They're decent pencils. I wish there was more of a... I don't know what I wish more for this one. But they color well. They have good pigment. Then, of course, here's another Mac Daddy, the Prisma 150 set. This one has a lot of choice. Look at all the purples and the blues. The Prismas, I have to say, are my favorite. But I think that's probably because I'm used to them. But that's the Prismas. Still going on the Prismas. And then here's some Artisto pencils. I'll move this around. This one, this is the swatch sheet that came with the pencils, so I just swatched it on there, and then I cut it in half and glued it in here because, hey, they already wrote it all down for me. And these are the Master Art Grayscale pencils. These are wonderful pencils. The Ibeum 72 set. This is another budget pencil, and I have been using, I just actually finished a picture last night using these pencils, and they're fairly pigmented. They're decent. Here's that. And here's some more gel crayons. They are highlighters. Pastel paint sticks. Trying to figure out how to use these. The Master Art 150 set. Let me go backwards for a second. Yep. The Master Art Grayscale set. I bought these first, and as soon as I opened these, I was in love with these pencils. And they feel really good in your hand. They're pigmented. My favorite is Prisma, and this is either number 2 or number 3. It's Prisma, Master Art, and my Black Widows are my favorite pencils. But this is the 150 set. This one also you can buy in several different kinds of sets, depending on what you want to color, if you don't want the whole thing. This is also about 1/3 of the price of Prismas. And these are great. They color great. They have good pigment. They sharpen well. Yeah, they're awesome. But the pencils that are in the Master Art Grayscale set are also included in the 150 set. I can't say that every one of their sets is like that, but I'm pretty sure that it is. This is a good one. Oyster Pink is a good one. And even their metallics. I don't know if you can see how metallic this is over here, but it starts with the silver and then all the way down. That's all metallic. And usually, I don't really care about metallics, but I actually use these. These are good colors. This is what I don't use, is the fluorescent. But I do use the metallics in this set. Then we've got mica powder again. I think this is either glue. That might be glue, and that's glitter opal medium. So I could probably do what I wanted to do with the mica powder in small sections. Instead of, my idea with it was to make a really easy background, but it's awesome gold looking. So if you wanted something like that, then you could use that. I've got a budget set of pencils, Papiola, and it's 120 set, and I don't know if I've ever used them. I made when I got them about a year ago. I got them, I made the swatch chart for them, and I never swatched them, clearly. And I don't think I've ever used them. So I may swatch them with y'all, just so I will do it. I'll probably just do a little swatch video where I'm swatching and there's some music or something playing, just so it will make me swatch these and use them. But that might be a next month thing. Then we've got my Kingsbury alcohol markers. There's 80 of them in there. And this swatch sheet does not help me one damn bit. Because they still don't look like this on certain paper. So I'm just not very good with alcohol markers. And I certainly cannot use the chisel side. I cannot color with that. I tried real hard. But there's a chisel side and a brush side, or regular side to them. So I'm just not a marker person. I like to see other people color with them. I just am not very good at it. And again, here's some Color 35. 35 colors portrait set. My daughter got me these. This is a great set for skin. And I just used the swatch chart that came with the pencils and then just took some washi tape and taped it in. Then we've got some watercolor. I don't know. Yeah, you can definitely see that. It's metallic. And this is just regular watercolor. This is one of those like watercolor sets that you can get at the Dollar Tree. This is very chalky when it dries. And usually I let children use this. This is more watercolor. Also metallic. I think I mentioned like last month or something, I've been in a watercolor mood. And I've seen a lot of other people talk about it too. But then here's some more. This is the Master's Touch. This is Hobby Lobby. These are wonderful. And there's a bunch of it in there. And then I just got these. These are handmade watercolors. Same vibe here. Basically, it's the same palette, but yeah, awesome. And this is my son's lesson on how to color crystals. This is your light source. I tried to follow it. It made perfect sense when he was showing it to me, but then these are some gel pens that they're like a glaze. They have like a texture to them. Some of them are not so great. They leave these little lines in there sometimes. but they're okay. I've been using them. And here's Jelly Roll Stardust. This one is everything. Lovely. These are lovely. And then these are some acrylic markers that are also metallic. I'm going through a metallic phase, I guess. And this is just it's called Painter's Gold. It's just one like marker. But it does tend to, I don't know what it's made out of, but it tends to leave a shadow on coloring books, so. And then I think, yep, that's the last page. This kind of acts as my bookmark. This is a Hampton Art ink pads. And I just stamped them all on here. And that works as my bookmark in this one. So I've got about that much left in that one. So it's clearly I need a new one of these, right? And I do keep my color wheel in this too. And then this is just scrap paper. But that is the end of my swatch books and my scribble book. But I hope that I hope you enjoyed this video and found it somewhat entertaining, I suppose. And I hope that you have a wonderful morning or afternoon or evening or wherever you are in the world when you're listening to this. And until next time, y'all, bye.